All right. Hey guys, Dr. Bradley here, and it is Friday, March 20th, and I just wanted to just check in with everybody. I mean, we are in, some type of just, I almost want to say chaos or crisis that the world has not seen in a very, very long time. The good news is I truthfully believe in humanity, and I see us all coming together, and I think that's so beautiful. I see us setting aside, our race, our sex, our orientation, politics, religion, all of that stuff that seems to separate us, into groups. And I really do mostly see us coming together all across the planet, as just one set of beings, right? And I just love that. So, I do think that there could be a silver lining to this coronavirus scare that, ultimately brings us together and helps us, maybe is a better word, helps us reprioritize, what's important. I think that this has put into perspective some things that we thought were really important that probably are not important, and then put into perspective some things that are super important that we take for granted, especially things like our health and connections to our families and our loved ones and our friends. And ultimately, those are the only two important things on this planet, right? Love and service, and love and connections, right? And that's really it in health. So I wanted to also say that we had a great Q&A yesterday. Rachel and I have committed to being here for you guys every single Thursday. If you're my private client, we are going to have, private client group Q&As every Thursday at noon Central Time for up to an hour. Yesterday we ran out of time, and then we're going to hop right over to our a little bit more public group called the Epic 5 Plan Community on Facebook. And we did another hour, yesterday from 1 to 2 p.m. Central Time. And again, we ran out of time there as well. So, we had really great participation, and our goal with those are just to do, live Q&A, make sense out of the madness, right? There really is stability if you look for it. Make sense out of the numbers that are coming out, and then just be there to answer questions, give some strategies, and share with you guys, basically healthy tips to increase, your natural immunity and your body's health, as well as the health of your family, again, your friends, coworkers, colleagues, church mates, housemates, anybody else. So, please join that Epic 5 Plan community. That's our public group. If you're seeing this, you're probably already a member, but this is the time to invite your friends and family. And we're just going to keep at it. And that's been a great group to keep the discussion going. So today I want to talk a little bit about a breathing technique used in combat to help soldiers center and ground themselves while they're facing extreme stress. And it's called the 777 breathing protocol. Here's the deal, guys. Bad breathing increases stress hormones like adrenaline and cortisol, and just lowers our immune system function, depletes our immune system. And I think that we've all heard that before, but we've known that in healthcare. We've been watching the stress response as it relates to the immune system for some decades now, and we know this to be true. And yet at the same time, we really don't have really solid, hey, here's a way to manage stress to the general public. Of course, our private clients have access to an entire online module that we've created just for stress management. There's a ton of techniques on there, and including certain breathing techniques. And the thing is, we're all told, we get worked up and we say things like, okay, take a breath, right? And this is what people do when they take a breath. They do something like this. They go, right? And we've all done that, where it's literally just, and you can see my shoulders going up like that, right? And I want you guys to know, I might have to move my camera a little bit, but effectively what we're doing at that point is breathing up here. We're breathing into the upper area of the lungs. And guys, that's not really a full breath. We need that diaphragm to be moving, and we need to be doing, belly breathing. So I thought that what I could do is demonstrate a belly breath and just kind of show you what one looks like. So I'm going to angle my camera just a little bit more. There we go. Perfect. So you guys can see this, right? So again, I'll do the bad breath from the side so you can see it, right? I guess my belly goes out anyway because I'm kind of trained in belly breathing, but you can see my shoulders going up. I exaggerated it a little bit, right? But here's what we want to do. For belly breathing, sometimes I just put my hand right here on my tummy, and then I just take a breath. Right? And I'll do that again. And you can see that my Shoulders really aren't moving. You can see that, it's my belly that's moving, and that's really what we want. We want to increase that diaphragm and get that breath down deep into the belly to activate, different centers in our body. But basically when we do that, this gets us into our bodies. It's a way to recenter. It increases oxygen, balances out carbon dioxide, lowers stress chemistry almost immediately when we start doing belly breaths, right? So we take that area that we know from the scientific literature and we say, okay, we know that belly breathing decreases stress almost immediately and decreases those stress chemicals in our body. We know that it helps us center and ground and kind of take us out of the chaos and gives us something to do and focus on, which again disrupts that chaotic pattern and gives us, some stability, which is good for our brains. And then we say, well, how can we apply it, right? So in the military, they use this thing called the 777 breathing protocol, which I think is pretty cool. And here's what it is. It's really simple. It's basically 7 breaths in for 7 seconds, 7 breaths out for 7 seconds, and then do that a cycle of 7 times, right? So it's 777. 7 in, 7 out, 7 times. And then maybe it should be the quadruple or quintuple breathing technique, or a 7, because you're holding each one, or you're breathing in for 7 seconds and out for 7 seconds. And I want you guys to think of this like a circular pattern where you're breathing in for 7 seconds, belly breathing. And then right when you get to the crest of that 7, you're going to breathe out for 7 seconds. And then you're just going to do that literally a total of 7 times, right? And it's like a circle, okay? And, sometimes they tell people to be seated when you're doing this. People can, if you do this longer than 7 breaths, some people can even feel a little lightheaded because it lowers blood pressure so much. It lowers the stress chemistry so much that people can feel so relaxed they feel a little lightheaded. So feel free to do this seated if you feel like you need to. But basically, I thought that what we could do is just kind of walk through, one of those and just see what that's like, right? So we're going to go in through the nose for 7 seconds, and then you can decide if you want to go out through the mouth or out through the nose. I'm kind of an in through the nose guy, out through the mouth guy. And you can do this however you want. So I thought that maybe we could do that together, and just kind of do it. So again, you want to fill up as much as you can. Again, your shoulders are nice and relaxed. I put my hands on my belly when I'm doing this so that I can feel that I'm belly breathing. And so you guys can do this with me, pretty easy peasy, right? So let's just do it. So we're going to go in for 7. And before you start, just get all your air out, right? So once I blow my air out, I won't be able to talk for a minute. So maybe you guys are thinking maybe he should blow his air out all the time. But nonetheless, I'm going to breathe out. Then I'm going to be in for 7 seconds through my nose, out 7 seconds through my mouth. And we'll do a couple cycles of those so you can feel what that circular breathing feels like. Okay. So here we go. How about one more? Right? So it's just a circular pattern where you're just breathing in for 7 seconds and then out for 7 seconds. And in fact, we had a patient this morning. We had a panic attack call. Rachel and I don't do acute care, but we help you guys out in every way that we can. And we had somebody that was having a panic attack. I mean, it's been happening quite a bit, and it's just what it is. And there's a lot going on. And nonetheless, it's panic attack, and we use this technique among some other techniques to help break up this panic attack. And so far, so good. I haven't heard anything otherwise, which is fantastic. Guys, this is one of 3 breathing techniques that we use in the military with Navy SEAL training. There's that, like I said, the 777 circular technique. There's also triangular breathing and rectangular breathing. The very best breathing coach in the world is this guy named Shane Saunders. And I'm going to have him on one of my Wellness Wednesdays. We're going to do an interview and talk about these deep breathing techniques, all of those, have him do some demonstration with those, and kind of talk about what he does to help people lower pressure and noise and stress. But I wanted to share this with you guys today. I want to make sure that all of you had this, that we knew how to use it, and honestly encourage you guys to use it regularly. Practice it, wake up in the morning, do some breathing. Before you go to bed, do some breathing. If you're getting stressed in the middle of the day, do some breathing, right? And not only you guys, but I want you guys to share this, with your friends, your family again, your coworkers, your church mates, your housemates, anybody, because this is a critical time for humanity. And I think that what we need to do again is, center and ground and realize that we could be here in this moment, and all the panicking is not going to do anything for anybody, right? So we need to stay centered and grounded, stay focused. And again, all you need to remember is seven, it's the 777, right? 7 in, 7 out, 7 times. Easy peasy. So I want you guys to have an incredible day. And I want you guys to remember that your focus determines your reality, and your reality is yours to create. And don't let anyone tell you anything otherwise. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys soon.